At my cousin's gala, my family demanded I surrender my art gallery to her. I said no. Aunt slapped me publicly. That evening, I launched a viral campaign that ruined their reputation overnight. I'm Sophie Bennett, 34, and this is how my family tried to rip away the dream I built from nothing. It's messy, and I'm not going to pretend I handled it perfectly. I'm just a woman who poured everything into an art gallery in New York, hoping my family might finally see me. They didn't. They saw my cousin Mia, their golden girl, and when they tried to take what was mine, it broke my heart but lit a fire in me. It started at Mia's gala in Manhattan, and it ended with me taking back my life. My gallery in Soho is my soul. 2 million worth of paintings, sculptures, and stories I've spent 8 years collecting. It's a narrow space with exposed brick, soft lights, and a creaky floor that groans when you step near the back. I built it from scratch, scouting artists in dive bars, begging investors over cheap coffee, staying up nights to hang shows. I'm proud of it. Every brush stroke on those walls. Growing up in Queens, though, I was never the star. Mia, 30, got the spotlight. Designer dresses, art school in Paris, endless praise from my Aunt Linda and Uncle Richard. Me? I got Sophie. Be practical. I paid for college at NYU with loans and waitressing, thinking my gallery would make them notice. I was so wrong. Mia's gala was at a midtown ballroom, all chandeliers, velvet curtains, and a string quartet playing Vivaldi. Champagne flowed, 150 fancy guests in tuxes and gowns milled around. She'd thrown a charity art auction, but it was really a stage for her charm. I went hoping for a truce. I wore a black dress that hugged me just right, brought a rare sketch worth $5,000 as a gift. Family's family, you know? I smiled through Mia's smug glances, her tossing her hair like she owned the room. Linda, 55, fawned over her, adjusting Mia's necklace. Richard, 58, a retired banker, called her a visionary. I sipped my wine, used to being overlooked. Then, halfway through, Linda grabbed the mic. "Sophie," she said, her voice booming, "you've done well with your little gallery." Little? My jaw tightened. It's time to hand it over to Mia. She's got bigger dreams. The room went quiet. Glasses clinked. I stood there stunned, my wine glass cold in my hand. Hand it over? My gallery? My life? Richard stepped up, nodding like it was obvious. "Mia's got vision, Sophie. Your place is a start. She'll take it global." Global? Mia's last project was a viral TikTok filter that flopped. My heart pounded, my cheeks hot. "No," I said, my voice clearer than I felt. "My gallery's mine. I built it. It's not up for grabs." Whispers spread through the crowd. Mia smirked, arms crossed, her sequined gown catching the light. Linda's face twisted. "You're selfish," she shouted, then crack. Her hand slapped my cheek. The sound echoed, 150 pairs of eyes on me. "Mia deserves it," Linda yelled. My cheek burned, not from the hit but from rage and shame. I froze, humiliated, the crowd's gasps ringing in my ears. Mia's smirk grew, like she'd won. Richard shook his head, muttering about family duty. Daniel Price, an art critic I respected, frowned from the corner. My vision blurred. Anger, tears, I don't know. I could have screamed, collapsed, but I didn't. "I owe you nothing," I said, my voice low but steady, my hands trembling. I walked out, heels clicking on the marble, their murmurs trailing me. Outside, Manhattan's lights hit me like a slap of their own, bright, cold. My cheek throbbed, but my mind was racing. They'd demanded my gallery, humiliated me in front of New York's elite, all for Mia, their star. I'd given them chances. Paid $10,000 for Mia's last art show, sent Linda birthday gifts worth $2,000. And now, they'd gone too far. I drove to my apartment above the gallery, Soho's streets buzzing with late-night crowds. My place is small, high ceilings, a couch piled with art books, a window overlooking neon signs. I called Emma Hayes, my best friend since we met at an NYU art class. She's a social media genius, and I'd helped brand her agency. "Sophie, what's wrong?" she asked, her voice warm. I spilled it. The gala, Linda's demand, the slap. My voice cracked, half angry, half hurt. Emma was fierce. "They don't get to crush you," she said. "Hit back, use your voice, go big." I stood in my gallery, surrounded by paintings, their colors soft under the lights. Big? The idea sparked. They'd shamed me in public. I'd answer in public, louder, brighter. I didn't sleep that night. New York's hum, sirens, laughter, kept me restless. My cheeks still stung, but something shifted. I'd spent years dimming myself for them, hoping they'd see me. No more. Emma's words stuck. Go big. I wasn't out for blood, but for truth. My gallery was my heart, and they'd tried to steal it. I'd show the world who they were. The next morning, my phone was chaos. Mia's Instagram post glowed on my screen. Her in that glittery gown captioned, "Family should share success, not hold it tight. Grateful for those who lift me up." Comments rolled in. "Some people are so greedy. Mia, you're a queen." Greedy. I'd built my gallery from nothing, 8 years of sweat and sleepless nights. Aunt Grace's heart emoji hit like a betrayal. She'd baked me cookies last Christmas. Cousin Ben wrote, "Mia deserves it all." I blocked them, my hands shaking. New York's skyline looked cold through my window, the city waking up without me. They'd made me the villain for saying no. Aunt Linda called while I was in my gallery, straightening a canvas that didn't need it. I let it ring twice, my stomach knotting. "Sophie," she said, her voice sharp, "you embarrassed us last night. Give Mia the gallery or at least $100,000 to start her own." $100,000? "I owe you nothing," I snapped, pacing past a sculpture of twisted steel. "I built this, not you, not her." She scoffed. "You're ungrateful. Mia's the future of this family." Future? Mia's last art was a TikTok dance that got 12 likes. "No," I said, my voice hard. "You crossed a line." She hung up, muttering about respect. Respect? I'd paid $10,000 for Mia's flop of an exhibition, bought Linda a $3,000 anniversary trip. They'd slap me for it. The rumors spread fast. Uncle Alan texted, "Why ruin Mia's gala?" Cousin Sarah called me petty. Linda had twisted the story. I was the jealous cousin, hoarding my gallery while Mia struggled. Struggled? She lived off her parents' money rent-free in Williamsburg. A client, Olivia Lee, my top artist, emailed, "Heard about family drama. Your gallery's okay, right?" My heart sank. Their lies were touching my business. I called Emma, pacing my gallery, the smell of paint grounding me. "They're trying to break me," I said. She grinned over FaceTime. "They won't. Go public, Sophie. Use your art, your story. Make it huge." I nodded, slow. She was right. My gallery was my voice. I'd make it roar. I found Michael Ross online, a lawyer who handled business disputes. We met at a cafe in Soho, the hum of street traffic outside. I told him everything, the gala, the slap, Linda's $100,000 demand. Michael's eyes narrowed, his coffee untouched. "Your gallery's in your name? No family shares?" I nodded. "All mine, built solo." He smiled. "They've got no claim, but we'll dig deeper. They're gutsy." He got to work. I texted Olivia. "New show soon, bigger than ever." She replied, "I'm in." I called Daniel Price, an art critic who'd raved about my gallery. "Big event coming," I said. He was game. A plan was forming. Not revenge, but truth. Then they came harder. Mia and Linda showed up at my gallery, no warning. Mia in stilettos, Linda clutching a folder like a weapon. "Sophie," Mia said, smirking, "we need to settle this." She opened the folder, a contract demanding 70% of my gallery. "Sign it," Linda said, her voice cold. "For family. Mia's dreams are bigger." Dreams? I laughed, sharp, standing by a canvas of bold reds. "This is my gallery, my art, my life. You get nothing." Mia's smirk faded. "You're making this messy," she said. Linda stepped closer. Sign or we'll drag you through court. Court? For my own business? I pointed to the door. Get out. They left, Mia's heels clicking, Linda muttering threats. That night, Uncle Richard emailed. Subject ma family duty. He claimed I'd stolen family resources by running my gallery, owed Mia 70% or they'd sue for misuse. Misuse? I'd funded their charity auction once, $15,000. Got nothing back. I sent it to Michael. They're desperate, he said. No case, but we'll be ready. My gallery felt like a target, its soft lights mocking me. They wanted to gut it, all for Mia. Michael called a few days later, his voice electric. Sophie, we hit pay dirt. My pulse raced. What? He explained. Mia had used my gallery's name to borrow $80,000 for a failed art festival. Linda co-signed, emailing the lender. Sophie's backing it. They'd forged my approval, stolen my credibility. Michael had proof, loan documents, emails, bank records, a text from Mia to a friend. Sophie's gallery's my ticket. I felt sick, my hands clenching. They hadn't just demanded my work, they'd tried to sell it. I needed more. I called Aunt Grace, Richard's sister, the one relative who hadn't piled on. We met at a diner in Astoria, neon lights flickering. Sophie, she said, stirring her tea, Linda's obsessed with Mia. She's planning a big reveal, Mia's new gallery, using your name. My fists tightened. My name? My art? They think you'll back down, Grace sighed. I thanked her, my mind spinning. Mia wasn't just greedy, she was a thief, and Linda was her puppeteer. I stood in my gallery, the paintings watching. Emma came over, her laptop glowing. They're done, she said, fierce. You've got evidence, let's light them up online. I nodded, a mix of fear and fire. It's time. Michael was prepping a lawsuit. I planned an emergency exhibition, my gallery, my stage. Olivia and Daniel were in. I'd tell my story, not to destroy them, but to free myself. That slap was their mistake. My truth would be their reckoning. The exhibition was set for 8 p.m. My Soho gallery glowed, canvases lit like they were alive, sculptures casting long shadows. I invited the best, Emma, Olivia, Daniel, Uncle Alan, Aunt Grace, a few cousins who'd stayed quiet. The invite was sleek, unveiling truth through art. I didn't invite Mia, Linda, or Richard. They'd feel it soon enough. Linda texted that afternoon. Sophie, stop this drama. I ignored it. Mia posted on Instagram, posing with her art, ready for my gallery. I smirked, cold. Their time was up. Guests arrived. New York's skyline sparkling outside. Olivia's paintings popped with color, raw and bold. Daniel mingled, his notepad out. Emma prepped her phone for a live stream, her eyes gleaming. Uncle Alan hugged me, hesitant. Sophie, I'm here for you. Aunt Grace squeezed my hand, her eyes warm. The vibe was electric. Wine poured, chatter buzzed, anticipation thick. I wore an emerald green dress, feeling fierce like I was claiming my space. I took the mic. Thank you all, I said, my voice steady despite the knot in my chest. Tonight's not just about art, it's my story. I nodded to Emma. She hit record. I faced the crowd, heart pounding but sure. Last week, my family demanded my gallery. I said no. My aunt slapped me in front of 150 people. Gasps rippled. I clicked a remote and a screen flared to life. Mia's smirk flashed in my mind. The video played, my voice narrating, calm but firm. The gala, Linda's demand, the slap, caught on a guest's phone, grainy but clear. Mia's Instagram post calling me selfish, Linda's email demanding $100,000. Then the kicker, Mia's $80,000 loan, forged in my gallery's name. Linda's email to the lender, Sophie's backing it. A bank record proving fraud. Mia's text, Sophie's gallery's my ticket. The room went dead quiet. Olivia's jaw dropped. Daniel scribbled furiously. I spoke. This isn't family, it's theft. My gallery's mine, my art, my truth. I ended with a hashtag, Art of Truth. Emma posted it. Instagram exploded. Within hours, my phone was a war zone. Linda's calls, one after another. Voicemail, "Sophie, you're ruining us, delete it." Richard, furious, "You'll pay for this." Mia commented, "You're lying, Sophie, pathetic." I didn't budge. Notifications surged. Olivia shared the video. "Sophie's my hero." Daniel tweeted, "Shame on this family." Art blogs ran it. Art of Truth trended. Strangers messaged, "You're incredible." Uncle Alan posted, "Linda was wrong. I'm sorry, Sophie." The internet turned on them. My story wasn't just mine. It was everywhere. Michael called mid-exhibition. "Sophie, we're suing Mia. The fraud's airtight. $80,000 plus damages." I grinned, the crowd's buzz around me. Do it. He'd found more. Emails from Linda to Mia. "Push Sophie harder. She'll crack." A lender's complaint proving Mia's scam. I told Emma over wine. She raised her glass. "To karma." Olivia joined fierce. "They're done, Soph." The exhibition roared on. I stood by my art, free. They'd slapped me to shut me up. I'd shouted louder than ever. 6 months later, my gallery's thriving. International artists are knocking. I've curated shows in Paris and Tokyo. Art magazines call me a trailblazer. Mia's career imploded. Galleries dropped her. Her Instagram's a ghost town. Linda and Richard got kicked off their charity board, their reputation trashed. They sold their Hamptons cottage to cover debts. They emailed begging, "We're sorry," Linda wrote. I didn't reply. They chose Mia at that gala. I chose myself at that exhibition. I bought a new apartment in Soho, a loft with high ceilings and a view of the city's pulse. On the wall, I hung Olivia's painting from that night, vibrant, defiant like me. I posted it. "Family sees your value, doesn't steal it." Messages poured in, artists, fans, people who'd been hurt like me. "You changed me," one wrote. Emma threw a rooftop party with cheap Prosecco and loud music. We danced, toasted to chosen family. New York sparkled below, mine to claim. I don't hate them. They thought I'd crumble. I didn't. My gallery's mine, my art's mine. That slap was their misstep. That video was my truth. When Art of Truth went viral, their world collapsed. Mine soared. I'm Sophie Bennett, free, painting a life they'll never touch.